Okay, this is in regard. You have to excuse my mess in here because I've been trying to get things done. But this is in regards to the Milwaukee Fuel spring. As you guys know, it comes with or has attachments that you can also purchase. I've had the opportunity to use it for a few weeks now, and I haven't used any attachment. I have not used the edger or the 10-inch chain saw attachment that they got, or the head trimmer or anything. But I am developing a use for it, seems like, because people's wanting to hire me for some other things. I am not currently in the lawn care business. I have been in the lawn care business for 4 to 5 years. Got out of it, got back into it last year for a little bit, and then along the way helped some other people start a business. So yes, I've had the opportunity to use this during the springtime where things were taller and tougher, and I was using a 6 amp hour battery. They recommend a 9 amp hour battery, but you can use whatever batteries available to it. I can say during the springtime, the 6 amp hour battery might have lasted maybe 15-20 minutes. I couldn't get through a yard like one of the yards that I maintain, because I just got a few properties that I maintain. So one of the properties that I maintain is a 50 by 100 foot lot, or well, not really a lot, but I mean it has a house and a garage and a fence around everything, and sidewalks and things of that nature. For maintaining, yes, it does awesome. Operating on low, I did step it up a few times on high, and was able to edge with it with just the string trimmer part of it and stuff. As far as power, it has as much power as the fuel, or as the gasoline version of the weed ears. I'm a big steel fan, so it is lighter than the steel. It's a little heavier probably than the Echo or the Husqvarnas, but it is. I like it. Overall, I like how it works. It's for maintaining. It's awesome. I maintain that 50 by 100 foot yard, like I said, and only use like one or two things off the battery on a 6 amp hour battery. When I was only getting about 10, maybe 15 minutes out, I was at high using it wide open, and so that tears in your battery life, obviously. But then here last week or so, I went out and trimmed our church with it, and was able to trim the whole entire property, which is, well, I won't say the whole property, but up around the church, out around it and stuff, which was quite a few acres. Got around the church building, down the sidewalks, whatnot. Now, granted, that wasn't heavy. That was just in low speed, and I limit when I can. I was able to trim it, come home and do some trimming on my own yard with it, and then still had a little bit of battery left, like 1 bar of the battery left. So give you an idea of the battery life. With on a 6 amp hour battery, you probably get maybe 45-50 minutes, maybe I would say a good 40 minutes solid of use runtime on it. So feasibility wise for maintaining yards, yeah, it's awesome. You don't have to mix your fuel. You don't have to do all this other stuff. And I'm still using the .08 line that came on it. And I did not change the cutting swath on it either. So just for reference on that part of it. Never had a need to change the cutting swath on it. For that .08 line, it does really well because I've been able to maintain ground ivy and some other viney type bushes that are easier to trim with a weed ear. So, or in this case, a string trimmer. Weed ear is a brand name, so I can't say that. But anyway, on the Milwaukee Fuel, like I said, it's the Milwaukee Fuel string trimmer. It says it's driven to outperform. I would say, as far as outperforming any other battery operated one. Oh yeah, definitely, and it keeps up with the gas. Runtime, I don't know. I don't have a 9 amp hour battery. I do have one ordered. We'll see how that works. But like I said, for maintaining, the 6 amp hour battery seems to do quite nicely for just maintaining the yard. And I can walk it a good pace with it in low, and then I can also use the variable trigger to, you know, idle it down. And then, like I said, if I need to step it up in high, I can. Now, the trigger is a little different on it. It's actually, I think it's more comfortable to use with 2 fingers, which is good. The balance is good on it too, by the way. The bigger batteries help balance it out. But the variable speed isn't quite like the drills and stuff. It's there's a point where you let up and it just stops. So it's kind of neat. It's different. Takes a little getting used to. Pardon me, but anyway, overall, like I said, it's a good product. You know, as far as having several yards to do, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. You could probably get, just basing it off of the yards that I had, the 3 yards that I did, I had a half a battery left. Granted, they're not that big, but there's a lot of trimming in them. You know, you could probably get 6, 8, maybe 9 off of a 6 amp hour battery, so you might be able to get 10 or 12 off of a 9 amp hour battery. I do have a 9 amp hour battery coming. I would suggest also, if you don't have a rapid charger or whatnot, it would be a good idea because it does take a while to charge with a normal charger. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. But anyway, overall, very good product. I may have a use for the chain saw add-on to it, because this has a quick connect on it for, you know, the string trimmer head and the chainsaw and head trimmer. I may have a use for those yet coming up, so it just depends on whether or not, you know, I want to pay me for it. So anyway, have a blessed day, and there's kind of my 2 cents on the whole thing. I'm a big Milwaukee fan. I had the batteries from before because I have a Milwaukee platform. I have saws, their impacts, drills, etc. down the line. So that's the reason why I chose to go with the Milwaukee Fuel string trimmer. So anyway, have a blessed day. Stay safe.